Okay, let's talk about that feeling. It's what, 4 p.m.? You've been busy all day, your brain is just fried, but you can't point to a single meaningful thing you've actually finished.
That's it. Some people call that time anxiety. It's
Mhm.
this constant dread that life is just rushing past while you're sort of stuck on a treadmill.
And your first instinct is to just run faster,
Right.
find more motivation.
Exactly. But that's the motivation myth. We think we need to feel ready to work. The psychological reality, though, is that action is what creates motivation, not the other way around.
So we have it completely backward. But even if you do just start, you run into that other problem where
Hmm.
the work just expands.
Parkinson's law. Yeah, we all quote it, but there's a study that really drives it home.
Oh, I think I know this one. Is it the Iowa State study with the student deadlines?
That's the one. Constantine Mantis, he gave one group of students a week for an assignment and another group 2 weeks.
And you'd think, okay, the 2 week group, they have double the time. They're going to produce much better, more polished work.
But they didn't. In fact, on some metrics, they actually performed worse.
Wow.
Yeah. The extra time didn't lead to quality. It just led to more procrastination, more overthinking.
So the tight deadline was actually a good thing. It protected them, which means we don't need more hours in the day.
We need better constraints. We need to create artificial deadlines. And just as importantly, a better filter for what we even let into our schedule.
Which brings us to the Eisenhower matrix, urgent versus important.
Right, but there's a specific trap here. We have this cognitive bias where we treat anything that's loud, a Slack notification, a new email, as important.
Oh, 100%. We live in that urgent but not important box, just clearing the inbox while the real work, the strategic stuff gets pushed off.
It just sits there. That's why you need a system to force your hand.
I think that's why Ali Abdal's idea of a daily adventure is so powerful. It's so simple. You just asked, what's the one highlight today? The one thing that makes today a win?
It creates an instant hierarchy. That's your most important task. That gets the prime slot in your day.
And then you map out the rest, right? Like with proper time boxing.
Exactly. But it has to be what Mark Sanders calls level 2 time boxing. It's not just putting meetings on your calendar.
Right. This is the key. If you don't schedule your commute, your lunch, your breaks, your calendar is basically a work of fiction.
It's a fantasy. You have to map out the whole territory, rest included,
Yeah.
or you'll just burn out.
Okay, so you have this perfect map, but then you see a block that just says, write strategy report, and you just like, freeze. There's so much inertia there.
The dread sits in.
That's where I go super tactical. For the small stuff, it's the 2-minute rule. If I can do it in less than 2 minutes, I just do it now. No debate.
You don't carry that mental debt. Smart. And for the big, scary strategy report.
The 10-minute rule, I lie to myself. I say I don't have to finish it. I don't even have to do it well. I just have to work on it for 10 minutes.
And it works every time, doesn't it?
It really does.
Because it breaks that initial pain barrier. Once you're 10 minutes in, the anxiety fades. And you can actually slip into that state of, what Cal Newport calls deep work.
Yes, and I really want to end on Newport's idea here. Because we talk about deep work, that, 4 or 5 hours of real focus as a productivity hack, but he argues it's something much bigger.
He argues it's an economic imperative.
Say more about that.
Well, think about it. In an economy that is just drowning in distraction, the ability to focus, to do deep, meaningful work, that ability is becoming incredibly rare.
And things that are rare and useful.
Become incredibly valuable. So when you fight for that focus, you're not just trying to be more productive, you're building a valuable asset.
So the mission isn't to chase the clock, it's to build the asset.
Exactly. If you can master your attention while everyone else is scrolling, you win. Thanks for listening.